everybody, and happy holidays. I'm glad you're here because we are going to make a holiday centerpiece. Actually, I saw this centerpiece at a gift shop and I liked the idea of it, so I'm going to steal that idea. And I went by Hobby Lobby to see if I could find the things I need, and they had everything. I was really surprised because a couple of the items that we need are a little bit unusual, but there they were. So we're going to get started and make a beautiful holiday centerpiece. The first thing you'll need is a pedestal bowl. Now this bowl is I found it in the floral department where the vases are located, and it is, let's see, 12 inches high and 6.5 inches wide. Now, if you want to make a smaller arrangement or make a collection of smaller arrangements, you could even use brandy snifters. That would work. Now, this is a clear bowl. You're probably seeing a glare on the front of it because I have a ring light in front of me to throw some light on this so we can see what I'm doing. But it is clear, and I got this size because I want to use it as a centerpiece. But you could also use it on a side table. Now you're going to need snow, and believe me, they had more kinds of snow than I knew existed. This is the frosty snow. They had frosty snow, light snow, heavy snow, little snow pellets. It almost looked like miniature snowballs. So I chose the frosty snow because it has kind of a glisten to it, and I thought it would be pretty. And I doubt we're going to need that much. I think maybe half that amount. And then you're going to need some miniature ornaments, and I chose a variety of colors because I'm going to try to make this arrangement two different ways with two different color themes. So you'll need at least 3 miniature ornaments. And then I found a little miniature bird's nest. And I found some red birds. These are with actual feathers. They're beautiful. And I found these gorgeous white and silver birds that actually look like they're sitting in snow. It's just, I love these. I'm going to probably find that these are my favorite. But I got those. And then if you want to, and I'll show you later how you can use this, if you want to, you could use these micro LED lights, and especially if you're going to make an arrangement that you're going to use at night, because that would give a nice glowy effect. But I already had these, and you can find them just about anywhere that you buy Christmas decorations. So let's take our bowl and our snow. And at this point, if you decided you wanted to use those micro LED lights, I would put the battery pack in the bottom like this, and then put the snow over it, and then arrange your lights later. But I'm not going to use lights. But that's just an option. If you have them or you want to buy them, then this is a point where you would put that in. This is when we're going to use the snow. You see my sparkly nails? Remember I did nail sugaring video back in September? Well, I'm still sugaring my nails. Okay, now we'll put some snow in, and let's just see how deep we want this to be. I don't even know if it's going to take half a bag because as it comes out, it's really fluffy. But let's be generous since we have it anyway. Let's see. What's that? Maybe a little bit more. I think that's plenty. A little bit messy, but that's okay. I'm going to take some wire cutters, and if you have any, I hope they look better than these because these are horrible. And I'm going to take these berries off, and I'm going to use them later, but I'll show you why I'm doing this. Let's see if I can cut this off. There. Took the berries off, and then I'm going to cut this stem off. But if you have individual pieces of evergreen, just put them in separately toward the center and to one side. I'm going to take these white birds and I'm going to place them. See, they have a little wire, a very thin wire. I don't know if you can see. And that's the point. You don't want to see the wire because they're going to be inside the bushes, inside our little tree branches, perched on the tree. We're making a little still life. And so use your imagination. I'm going to place this one here. And I can't decide if I'm going to use 2 or 3 birds. But I'm leaning toward using 3 because if not, I'll just put this away and never use it again. So I am going to go ahead and use all 3 of them. And let's put her way up here. See how pretty that looks? That's gorgeous. Let's put this inside the bowl with our birds and our evergreen. And I'm going to show you a close-up of this when it's finished. Right now, I am just rearranging things and trying to get them where it looks a little bit natural. You can even make this look more natural. I mean, these birds have rhinestones on them, so a natural bird would not have rhinestones. But if you go for a more natural look, they do have some birds that have a real woodsy look, and you could go with a very natural, outdoorsy theme. So here's where we're going to take some artistic license. And if you want to go with that outdoorsy, woodsy theme, you would take your bird's nest and you're going to scissors. This bird's nest that I bought has the little eggs in it. And they look like real tiny little eggs. They're just cute as they can be, but they would go with that woodsy look, that natural look. But I'm going to go with a more glam look. And I'm going to use these tiny little ornaments because I'm going to use a more glitzy egg. And what I'm going to do is take this out. These are hot glued in. Let's set these to the side. These are hot glued in. I'm going to take them out. Now if you're going with, say, bluebirds and you want to have bluebird eggs and you wanted to use ornaments, put like maybe 3 different colors of blue or silver and blue to kind of make it look a little more, gives it a little more depth. Well, they have these little guys in here permanently. I mean, there's a lot of glue. Good grief. Okay, now, so I'm using the silver and the gold on this. And I'm going to put 3 because 3 to me is more interesting than 2. And there we go. I'm not going to bother to hot glue this in. If you want to hot glue them in, go ahead. But once this is set up, I'm not planning to move it at all. So there's our little bird's nest with silver and gold eggs because, you know, a white rhinestone bird would have silver and gold eggs. And then we're going to place it over to the side so that the mama bird can be watching. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Our pretty white snow birds with in the snow with the silver and gold eggs. And I'm going to put a close-up of this for you. And I'll arrange this all day. I mean, it never ends. There we go. Isn't that cute? Love it. This all apart, and I'm taking the white birds off, and I'm going to replace them with the red birds because I want to show you how different it can look. We're going to use the red birds, and like I said, there's so many options. If you could find some little snow bunnies, wouldn't that be cute? Or little deer. What you have to remember, the problem would be in any of this is scale. So if you got deer, you're going to have teensy tiny deer. How are you going to keep that to scale? Little tiny bunnies, you could probably see. Okay, we're going to put this in here again, and oh, I forgot this one. Let's put him here. We'll put him right there, and then I now have my bird's nest again. I've taken our silver and gold out, and I'm just going to use red. What would a green look like in it? I'm going to put red and green. How about that? We're going to put the red and green eggs in the nest, and we're going to put it just like we did where the birds can be watching after the eggs. And I lost a red egg. There we go. Cute. Now, here are the berries that we removed from this to begin with. And of course, you want to remember to take the price tag off, because wouldn't that be tacky to have the price tag on it? There we go. Now I'm going to add these. Where do I want them? I think I want them to the side over here in this little blank area. You can have them protrude out from the bowl, or you can keep everything contained inside. Your choice. There we go. And see the difference? It depends. If you're a red bird lover, this is your option. How cute. And I will put close-ups of this as well, because it's hard with the lighting to see every little thing, but I did want you to see the process that you go through to make these, and I hope you've enjoyed the process and something a little bit different for your table. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, please tap that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner and follow me on Instagram. Happy holidays!
We wish you a Merry Christmas.